I really see what we're building as a movement that's so much more than me. Like, it's not a founder-led brand, and it shouldn't be. It's a concept that we need to embrace the newfound connectivity in the world that platforms like LinkedIn have brought, and students should dream this big. Like, they should be sitting in these really well-produced podcasts. They should be able to speak to these industry leaders. They should be able to fly the flag of what's possible in their industries by telling amazing stories. And I'm not going to be able to do it myself, and I shouldn't be able to. Like, everybody should have the ability or option to do that. And the reason you guys got this gig is because you just, there was no sense that you guys were bullshitting your interest in this. You were like 100% convicted in, I don't know anything about dentistry, but you really, really wanted to do something in that world. And I knew how important you could see it being, and just being around exceptional people within that industry, and I can't wait to see how this whole opportunity propels you guys forward. Not that you both need it. You're obviously doing amazing things already, but it's like that on the media side is really a big mission. And there's just going to be more and more content telling more and more stories and more industries in more and more bits of the world. Like, that really is the long-term vision on that side. And I think on the events side of things, which is what I'm really most passionate about, I don't think there's anything you can't replicate in life, the feeling of having a conversation with someone that you just fuck with so much that they just, that in-person connection and what that can do for you. And I feel like the way we're going about events, and we've really just started, but people are buying into this concept that careers should be accessible. It should fill you with like optimism and faith, and you should be excited for the ability to do that. And I think right now people think of networking events, particularly as a student, not as entrepreneurs or founders, people that should be good at networking. As students, the thought of going in a suit to a corporate place and listening to someone give a keynote speech and being left there alone and just talk, having to prove your worth to be able to speak to someone, like, that's just like the most scary thing, and it shouldn't be that way. There should be people in the room who really want to give value back, and students who really want to gain value, and it should both be put in a place where you can have whatever conversation you want. You should feel comfortable. Like, that's why we rented out a football pitch and had people playing football, and there was a barbecue and music, and it doesn't exist. Like, and why should something that students feel really comfortable in doing, going out, having parties, nightlife, playing sport, all these things, why would that not be blended with careers? Like, it's the most, like, I don't get it kind of thing. I really don't. And I have so many sort of mentors that are telling me that what I'm doing is the right thing. And in different spaces, you've seen, very simple things and tweaks be done that make the world a difference. And I think I'm not reinventing the wheel here. I'm just trying to fuse things together in the only way that I know how. And I think it really is incredibly exciting going into this new year. Like, the team we're building, the buy-in we're getting from people, and the value that we have the ability to produce. I don't think there's a cooler thing to be building than the Garage Guide, for me personally, at the age of 23. And to be able to say that, like, I don't mean that to like be like, oh, look at me. Like, I've really felt like, whether it's not having anything at all or being in the wrong job, I've really felt like I just never would feel like that. Like, these people that I interview, I just never have that. But funnily enough, it was that podcast that I sort of accidentally started in my final year that I'm actually building as a business. And I think, it's just my message to people would be like, don't overcomplicate careers. Don't think about it too much. Don't worry about it too much. Just start doing something, and you never know what will be the thing that you do for the rest of your life.
Awesome stuff. And